Hi everyone, welcome back to Practical Organic Living. So in today's episode, we are going to talk about 3 positive experiences we've had with Omlet Eglu Coop plus Run, and also 3 desired improvements that we'd like to see in the future. So we made a video when we first got the Omlet Eglu Coop. We talked about the reason why we got the coop in the first place, and it's because it's durable and it's built well. And it's made of recycled plastics, so it's easy to clean. It's been 3 years since we got the coop and it's still as good as new. So we noticed that when the weather is hot outside, the coop stays relatively cool. And as we know, hot weather rather than cold weather can be very devastating to chickens. Also, the bottom of the coop provides a shady spot for our chickens. So when you purchase the Omlet Eglu Coop, they also come with a feeder and a water. It's nice to have these accessories, and the thing I like about the feeder is that it's space saving. So you can see you can actually just attach this to anywhere along the run. It's nice for a small run like ours. So you don't have to put like a separate feeder that would take up space in the run. This is the water, and I think it's less helpful. And the main reason is that it's not covered on the top. So it's easy to get dirt inside and the water will get dirty. So we don't really use the water. We have a separate water for the chickens.
So cleaning is another positive experience that we've had so far with the Omlet Eglu Coop. And let me show you what we mean. So the colors are pretty much intact. So the color and the durability of the materials are so far intact. There's just some discoloration from the chicken poop, but that's fine. So you can see our previous cleaning video for how we clean the coop. And we'll give you details on how to clean the chicken poop here. Cleaning the coop hasn't affected the build or durability at all. The colors and structure are still intact. The simpler and easier it is to do something, the more likely you'll do it often. So we emptied out the litter every day, and the biggest benefit besides fertilizing the garden is that the ammonia odor doesn't build up and negatively affect the chicken's health.
The other reason why we like the Omlet Run is that it's resistant to big predators like snakes, raccoons, and hawks. So the outside of the run comes with these girts that run all around the run. And then Omlet supplies these grooves that you can further secure the skirts so it prevents predators from digging. So there is one caveat about the run, and that is you have to install hardware cloth all around the run, which is really, really time consuming. So this leads us to talking about the improvements that we like to see.
So there's actually at least 3 desired improvements that we wish that the Omlet Eglu Coop would have, and let me talk about the first one. So the first desired improvement that we wish the Omlet Eglu Coop and Run would have is additional pest proofing measures. So if I open up the door here, you can see that the original enclosure has a gap about this big, which is fine for not letting raccoons or opossums in. But as Sally mentioned, we actually had to install the hardware cloth because we found out that little critters like mice and rats were actually getting in. And this is pretty time consuming. And we understand why the Omlet Eglu Coop and Run did this, because the main purpose is probably to keep out predators and not pests, which is understandable. However, as we pointed out, mice and rats can squeeze through gaps between the edge and nooks and crannies. So let me show you 2 areas where they've actually done that. This is the first area that we've actually had to patch up. So as you can see, it's really easy for mice to get in here, and rats. So we took a steel wool cloth and just plugged in the hole here. So every time we take out the chicken litter, we have to take this out and we got to put this back in. And the other area where mice and rats can get in is over here. So it's kind of hard for you to see, but underneath the nesting box, there's also a little opening down here. So I've also had to plug this in with wool cloth. After we plug this in, we didn't catch the mice anymore. So that leads us to a suggested improvement that we'd like to make. So perhaps the Omlet Eglu Coop could come with options to come with smaller holes as part of the enclosure, similar to a hardware cloth, instead of having big holes, where the primary purpose is to fend off big predators.
So the second desired improvement is to have a solar-powered automatic door. We bought the automatic door as an extra accessory because we like the convenience of not having to wake up early to let the chickens out. And the whole point of having a door is to keep the chickens safe inside the run. But with our coop and run setup, we're not too concerned about predators. So the Omelette door is powered by battery, and you can set it to open by the amount of sunlight there is or by the actual time of the day. And there's one inconvenience of the door, and that is the need to change out battery. The door probably operates for about 3 months on full charge batteries, which I think is pretty good. But it's just a hassle to have to unscrew the battery panel each time when you're switching out battery. So why not make it solar powered? That will be a huge plus.
And the third design improvement is perhaps to have a bigger coop over there. And the reason is because we have 4 hens. So we have 2 adult hens and 2 pullets over here. And we feel that once Tuck and Kiwi grow bigger, the coop's gonna be a little bit more cramped. So hens like to have their private space when laying eggs. So for 4 hens queuing up to lay eggs, it's really inconvenient. And another issue is the ventilation during summer can be an issue with 4 more hens inside, especially if the door is closed. So thank you for watching our video on providing you with 3 positive experiences that we've had with the Omlet Eglu Coop and Run, and also 3 desired improvements that we'd like to see with the Omlet Eglu Coop and Run. Now keep in mind that this is with the perspective of a suburban backyard gardener, so our experiences may not be applicable to everybody out there. So to recap, the 3 positive experiences were: number 1, build and durability; number 2, easy cleaning; number 3, predator resistant. And the 3 desired improvements that we'd like to see were: number 1, additional pest proofing; number 2, a solar powered automatic door; and number 3, a bigger coop.
So thank you for watching, and we hope that you find this video helpful if you're looking to buy an Omlet Eglu Coop or Run. So stay tuned for our next episode. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.